All right, what's up, y'all? So this is gonna be a quick live stream going into the two types of apps gang stalkers use to coordinate and to gang stalk people to receive job offers and how it works. I'm gonna try to keep this one under 10 minutes, real fast video. I'm gonna be talking fast. So there's two types of apps basically. There's the one app that is connected to the dark web that can only be downloaded if you have a password. So you have to know somebody in the Illuminati basically to become a gang stalker, the official app for gang stalking. There's that app, right? And then these are the regular apps. So we're going to go into the regular apps first, and then we're going to go into the official app, right? So the apps they use to gang stalk covertly, basically, the ones they use to spread rumors about you, to keep track of you, to talk shit about you to all your neighbors, to all the people in the grocery stores where you live at, to all the community where you live at. These are like the covert stalking apps. These are real apps that exist. Okay, let's get into this very quick. I'm going to explain it. So very simple, right? Several apps for mobiles and phones exist that allow subscribers to add intel and photos of anyone deemed to be a nuisance. These apps' message boards allow members having the apps to post any kind of information on anyone and to monitor anyone. So these apps basically have it's like a forum where people can upload and talk shit secretly about your neighbors, kind of like Nextdoor, kind of like these community watch apps, right? All these snitches, all the local concerned citizens, right? Quote unquote concerned citizens, snitches, just nosy neighbors, all the weirdos and people obsessed with you go on these apps and talk shit about you and spread fake rumors. They can spread fake videos about you, right? These apps are intended for monitoring suspected criminals or real criminals or ex-criminals or a community's nuisance, such as an aggressive beggar. Intel on the person, such as photos or videos, last location the person was seen, where the person frequents or lives, and what they have done wrong to be added to these apps, not just by the police, but by ordinary citizens, shopkeepers, taxi drivers, and publishers. A notification goes out to all the people who have one of those apps. Okay, so this is the part of gang stalking where when you go to the grocery store, the clerk is following you around the store and treating you like a criminal and acting like you're a mass murderer as you're trying to buy some bread at the grocery store, because they get a notification that a thief just walked into the grocery store. That's why when you get on a bus, the bus driver looks real weird at you because he gets a notification that you're somebody who gropes women on a bus. That's why when you go to the barber shop, the barber treats you weird because the barber gets a notification that says you run away without paying after you get a haircut. So they're all like on edge thinking you're not going to pay them. This can be applied to anything, right? That's why when you go sit at a public park, they might get a notification that you're like gang stalking simulation, that you're a guy who goes to public parks to film little kids and say they're gang stalkers. So they might think you're gang stalking simulation. So they get a notification, there's a weirdo filming kids, and that's why, the cops show up to the park to see what you're doing, and these are the apps that have nothing to do with the dark web. These are the apps that gang stalkers post on to involve, basically, they involve members of the community to harass you who aren't Illuminati members, they're just like the nosy neighbors, the weirdos, the snitches, the Karens, right? Karen, the male equivalent of the Karens, right? The Toms and all that, right? It's these apps. So let's finish this. They contain a message board, alleged because the app operates such as anybody can be added undesirable. There has to be no evidence and they don't have to have committed any crime at all. Here's some of these apps, right? So one that I know I was being gang stalked on was nextdoor.com. A few other ones are Pub Watch, Shop Watch, Town Watch, Farm Watch, Neighborhood Watch, Community Watch, and Foyer Watch. All these apps can blacklist you, right? So any neighborhood can say you're a pedo, you're a rapist, you're a thief, you robbed somebody, you don't pay your rent, they can think you're a thief. So every time you go to a shop, people are going to be watching you like crazy. Town watch, right? Anytime you go out to a bar, they're going to say that you like to fight people in bars and that you're a threat and that you steal drinks from bars. So people at bars are going to treat you weird. Farm watch. They might say that you go steal cabbages from the local farms. So anytime there's a farmer around you, he's going to think you're a pumpkin stealer. Neighborhood watch, right? So on and so on. All these different apps are used to discredit, to slander you, and harass you, right? That's like the kind of like the more non-dark web version. Now you get into basically the uh, the apps that the gang stalkers use. Let's see how long we have. We've been at it for 5 minutes. We're going to go 5 more minutes and hopefully I can get this out. So now this is the app. There's only one app used to gang stalk you, and it basically operates like DoorDash, right? Like Grubhub, like Uber Eats, like these food delivery apps. It's the same exact dynamic and the same presence. Like I said, you have to download this app from the dark web. Only approved Illuminati members get to download this. You cannot just download this if you're some random bum. Like you have to be vetted and approved to even get this app. You have to get a password to download it. It's only certain people are allowed to download this, right? And apparently it pays very well. So like it works exactly like DoorDash. For example, you sit in a parking lot. Like let's say I'm a gang stalker. I'm sitting in a parking lot and I get an order to my phone. It says, go stand at the intersection of Martin Luther King and 23rd Street. You have to be there before 10 o'clock. And, you know, it tells you how to get there. And then it tells you once you get to Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King Boulevard, and you stand on the intersection, you're going to be waiting for this guy. And then it shows a picture of the targeted individual, right? And it says, when you see this guy walking towards you, all you have to do is cough 10 times very loudly while maintaining eye contact with him. If you accomplish this, you will get paid $50. And then it says, make sure to record it. Make sure you record it so we have proof that you did it. That's why the gang stalkers are always recording you, because they have to have proof that they did what the task said in order for them to get paid, okay? So it's just like DoorDash. And then they can accept or refuse the gang stalking offer. And if they accept it, they have to go do it. And if they reject it, they don't have to. They can wait for another gang stalking offer to pop up. So these people basically sit around all day, just like DoorDash drivers, but instead of being productive citizens, instead of just delivering food for DoorDash, they go on gang stalking dash, right? And it works exactly like DoorDash. It works exactly like Uber Eats. It works exactly like Grubhub. They get notifications on their phone for nearby offers. Instead of going to pick up food at a restaurant and deliver it to an address, they go to where a targeted individual is and they complete a little street theater and they get paid for it. And they have to record it to have proof that they did the street theater, and then they get paid. It's that simple. That's how gang stalking works. They get paid using cryptocurrency on this app. It's anonymous. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you did. They don't know anything about you. All they're doing is completing a task on their mobile app, so they get paid. So they're doing it for money. They're doing this just like somebody who does DoorDash delivers food to get money. These people who gang stalk you are doing street theater towards you so they can get paid for their task. It's that fucking simple. That's all gang stalking is. It's not really complicated. You know, people get all weird and how does it work? And that's it. I just broke the code. I solved the code of the in-depth of how this gang stalking app works, how these gang stalkers operate. It's actually very simple when you break it down like this. So what else do I have to say, man? These gang stalkers, that's really all it is. You know, they get told different things to do. Sometimes it gets more complex. Sometimes like 5 of them, they get flash mobs, right? There's like a flash mob. They get an alert on their phone that says, you and 10 other people have been given the opportunity to go sit at a restaurant. You know, you have to get there before 10:30 o'clock. And you all have to go sit near this targeted individual and do directed conversation at him, right? So all these gang stalkers accept the offer on their app, and they go to the restaurant where you're sitting at. They're told where to sit. They're told what to say. So they'll all gather up there in a flash mob, like 10 of them, who all got this job notification on their phone on this app. They go and they sit behind you at a restaurant and they read the script. It'll show them what to say from their phone. It'll say, once you sit down at the table behind the targeted individual, say, "Oh my, the weather is very drowsy today, just like how it was in July 1957." Because they know that your grandma was born in July 1957, so they know that's going to agitate the targeted individual. So they'll be told what to say, they'll be told what script to read. Once they record that on their phone for proof that they did the street theater, they can get up and leave, they collect their money, and they completed the job. That's how gang stalking works. That's how they operate. That's like a main chunk of them. Like I said, then you have the fanatics, right? You have the gang stalkers who are basically, you know, the ones who are your fans, the one who are obsessed with you, the ones who want to sleep with you. But these gang stalking notifications that they get on this app, they vary a lot. For women, they get huge bonuses if they sleep with you. For example, that's why, like, it feels like, for me, it feels like I'm Mr. Don Juan every time I step outside my house. I have all these women trying to sleep with me when I know I'm not that good looking. I'm like an average looking dude at best, right? I look okay. And you have all these women of all ages always trying to sleep with me because they get notifications when you're nearby them, man. Like, I'll go walk by certain women. I see them check their phone. They read something, and then they go and come up to me and smile and say hi right after. They get a notification that says, look, if you sleep with this guy that's about to walk near you, we will pay you $500. You have to just sleep with him, get some proof that you slept with him, and that's it. They get that notification. They can either accept it or reject it. That's simple. They get all kinds of notifications on this app for what to do, what to say. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple. They get told, then it gets more complex. Sometimes, like, your neighbors, right? Your neighbors make the most money. Whenever you leave your house, your neighbors get a notification. It says, all right, your neighbor, they know when you're away. They know when you're going to come back. So it says, look, your neighbor's going to be gone for 30 minutes. Go inside their house and spray this chemical on their bed. If you do this, you'll get $300. Accept or reject the offer. If they reject the offer, it'll go to somebody else to come do it, right? And that's how it is, man. That's all gang stalking is. It's an app that they use to make money, to do all kinds of things that they get told to do. They don't know who you are. Most of these people couldn't care. Most of these people have nothing personal against you. Most of these people could not give a fuck. Most of these women don't really like you. All the honeypots don't think you're attractive. They don't care. They're getting paid to sleep with you. They're getting paid to listen to you, etc. And that's the best breakdown I can give about how gang stalking works, how this gang stalking app operates. Everybody who just joined, go ahead and rewind back this video. It's about to get posted in a minute. I'm going to try to keep it short, so I'm ending it right here. And that's all I got to say, man. These are the apps they use to spread rumors and to blacklist you from all the shops and to make you seem like a pedo or something. It's these apps right here. Pubwatch, Shopwatch, all these ones. And then they use this DoorDash type of app to gang stalk you. It's that simple, nothing more, nothing less. Peace.